English Learning Podcast from Hello English.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Hello English. I'm Emma.
And I'm John. How are you feeling today, Emma?
I feel energized. I had a brisk walk this morning and did a short journaling exercise. How about you?
I'm good too. I've been thinking about how sometimes in conversations we freeze or hesitate, and I want to get better at speaking fluently, quickly. So today's topic feels very timely.
Perfect segue. Today we're going to talk about thinking fast and speaking fast. How to improve your ability to respond quickly in English, especially when put on the spot.
We'll discuss mental strategies, practice techniques, how to reduce hesitation, and more. As always, Sophia will help us break down key vocabulary.
Hello, everyone. I'm happy to be here and guide you through language insights.
All right, let's get started.
Section 1. Why thinking and speaking fast matters.
First, why should learners care about thinking fast and speaking fast? Isn't clarity more important than speed?
Good question. Yes, clarity is crucial, but speed matters in many real-life situations. Conversations, meetings, Q&A sessions, interviews. If you hesitate too long, you might lose momentum, or the listener may lose interest.
Also, thinking quickly gives you confidence. It helps you sound natural. Native speakers often speak fast. If you're too slow, your speech might feel disjointed.
And sometimes you don't have time to prepare your full answer. Conversations move fast. So having the ability to respond spontaneously is a powerful communication skill.
Vocabulary breakdown for this part. Momentum, forward movement or speed of progression. Hesitate, to pause because of uncertainty. Disjointed, not smooth, broken, or disconnected. Discourse, spoken or written communication or debate. Spontaneous, done without planning, impulsively or naturally.
Section 2. The gap between thought and speech.
One challenge learners face is the delay between thinking and speaking. You know what you want to say, but your mind and mouth don't connect quickly enough.
Yes, you plan the sentence, think of grammar, vocabulary, structure, and by the time you finish assembling, people have moved on or the moment is gone.
That gap causes hesitation, ums and ahs, and sometimes silence, which can reduce your credibility in conversation.
To narrow that gap, we need strategies, mental shortcuts, practice, anticipating responses, and learning phrases that can act like bridges.
Vocabulary here. Gap, a space or interval between two things. Here, thought and speech. Credibility, how believable or trustworthy you sound. Anticipate, expect ahead of time, predict. Bridge phrase, a phrase you use to connect thoughts while thinking. For example, let me think. Fluency, smoothness and flow in language use.
Section 3. Mental strategies to think faster.
Let's talk about mental strategies you can use to think more quickly. These are behind-the-scenes techniques.
Strategy number 1. Chunking, grouping information into meaningful units. Instead of thinking word by word, think phrase by phrase.
Strategy number 2. Templates and patterns. Have ready-made sentence structures you can adapt. For example, I believe that, because, in my opinion, etc.
Strategy number 3. What if practice. Mentally simulate unexpected questions or topics and prepare short responses. This builds mental agility.
Strategy number 4. Mental rehearsal. Before conversations or events, Visualize possible dialogues and responses. That primes your mind.
Strategy number 5. Fast decision-making. Force yourself to choose a direction early, even if imperfect. Accept that the first draft may be rough.
Some vocabulary here. Chunking. Grouping pieces into larger, meaningful units. Template, pattern. A ready structure or mold for sentences. Simulate. Imitate or rehearse mentally. Prime. Priming. Preparing your mind in advance. Draft. A preliminary version.
Section 4. Speaking techniques to increase speed.
Now, let's move to speaking techniques. Thinking fast is one side. Speaking fast is the other.
Technique number 1. Use filler phrases wisely. Short bridge phrases like, "Let me see," "Actually," "That's a good point," which give you a little time without sounding lost.
Technique number 2. Speak in chunks, not word by word. Deliver groups of words you've practiced together.
Technique number 3. Pause control. Natural pauses at commas or clauses rather than long silent hesitations. Use breathing.
Technique number 4. Backtracking softly. If you mess up, correct yourself quickly, smoothly, and keep going rather than stopping.
Technique number 5. Use discourse markers. Words like so, well, actually, on the other hand, help you transition and buy thinking time.
Vocabulary from this section. Filler phrase. Small, often meaningless phrase used to fill time. For example, actually. Discourse marker. Words that structure speech. For example, however, therefore, so. Backtrack. Go back and correct something. Clause. Part of a sentence with subject and verb. Transition. A smooth move from one part to another in speech.
Section 5. Practice drills and exercises.
Talking theory is good, but we need drills. Let me share some practice methods. Shadowing. Listen to a sentence and immediately repeat it, matching speed and intonation. Topic timer drills. Pick a random topic. For example, my favorite book, and speak for 1 minute non-stop. Word linking drills. Connect common phrases quickly. I'd like to, I'd lack to. Improvisation games, like saying a sentence in 5 seconds about a random object. For example, tell me something about this pen. Recording yourself. Record short answers and listen back for pauses, hesitations, then try again.
Also, gradually increase difficulty. Start slow, then push speed little by little.
And monitor your error tolerance. Accept small mistakes when speed is more important in drills. You can refine later.
Vocabulary here. Shadowing. Repeating immediately after hearing. Intonation. The rise and fall of voice in speech. Linking. Connecting words smoothly in speech. Improvisation. Speaking or performing spontaneously without preparation. Error tolerance. Allowable mistakes during practice.
Section 6. Overcoming common blocks.
Even with practice, you'll face blocks. Let's talk about them.
Major block number 1. Fear of making mistakes. When we slow ourselves because we're afraid of errors, the solution: allow imperfection.
Block number 2. Overthinking. Trying to plan too much. That delays speech. Approach the moment more simply.
Block number 3. Judgment and self-criticism. Harsh internal voice. When you slow down to criticize, your flow breaks. Be kinder to yourself.
Block number 4. Lack of exposure. Not hearing fast native speech often enough. You need input. Watch fast native speakers or podcasts.
Vocabulary. Imperfection. Not perfect. With flaws. Overthink, overthinking. Thinking too much. Analyzing excessively. Flow. Smooth, continuous movement or speech. Criticism. Self-criticism. Evaluating oneself negatively. Input. Exposure to listening materials, content, language in use.
Section 7. Interactive segment.
Now it's your turn, dear listeners. Let's try a mini exercise together.
Here's what to do. Pick a random, simple topic. For example, my favorite movie. Set a timer, 30 seconds. Speak non-stop about that topic, as fast as you can, even if imperfect. Don't stop. Keep going. After, pause and reflect. Where did you hesitate? Which phrases helped? Take 30 seconds now to think or speak. Ready? Continue.
Great job! You should feel some speed breakthrough already. Repeating this often builds agility.
Section 8. Stories and examples.
Let me share a story. A student of mine was terrified of speaking quickly. In class, he would pause, lose flow. We did daily topic timer drills. Over weeks, he went from hesitant to speaking continuously for a minute or more. His confidence soared.
Another example. In a meeting, someone asked me a question I didn't expect. I felt stuck for a moment, but I used a filler phrase, then said, "Good question. I think," to buy time. That small transition rescued the answer. Later, people remembered what I said, not my hesitation.
Section 9. Reflection and strategy planning.
Let's reflect now. What is one speaking speed goal you can set this week? For example, one 1-minute drill. What mental strategy, chunking, templates will you try? Which speaking technique, fillers, discourse markers, will you insert? How will you measure progress? Record, timing, comparing to last week.
And remember, consistency over perfection. You'll improve gradually. Each day you push a little, your speed and clarity will rise.
All right, here are key vocabulary and phrases from today's episode. Momentum. Hesitate. Disjointed. Spontaneous. Chunking. Template. Anticipate. Prime. Draft. Filler phrase. Discourse marker. Backtrack. Clause. Transition. Shadowing. Linking. Improvisation. Error tolerance. Overthink. Flow. Criticism. Input. Phrases you can try. That's a good question. Let me think. In my opinion, to be honest. On the other hand, one thing I notice is
That's it for today's episode of Hello English. Thank you so much for listening.
We hope you feel motivated to start practicing how to think and speak faster, even if just a little every day.
And thank you, Sophia, for helping unpack the language.
you're very welcome. Practice with these words and phrases in your daily speech.
If you enjoyed this, please share it, leave a comment about your speed goal, and subscribe to Hello English.
Keep speaking, keep thinking, keep growing. See you next time.
Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment. See you soon.